What's going on, my trainer club? I know a lot of you guys are having some trouble with Kyogre, so I am going to do my updated excellent throw tutorial for you guys to help you hit more excellent throws every single time so that you can catch more of those Kyogres. So, you know what time it is. Welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome everyone, and make sure to drop in the comments, let me know how are you doing with catching Kyogre, because every time that I go places, I am having people tell me over and over and over again that Kyogre is the hardest legendary for them to catch. So what I did is I went through and I watched my old excellent throw Kyogre video just to see if it's got my best material in it, because I believe that is the first one I really started to do the dual screens with. So I rewatched it and thought, man, this would be a great opportunity to help you guys out. So not only am I going to do the Kyogre excellent throw tutorial for the straight on, I'm also going to do it for the sides, because I know a lot of people have the iPhone 10 and they also have some type of longer screened Galaxy phones, which makes throwing at Kyogre in the middle extremely difficult. So what we're gonna do today is break down everything we need to know to help you max out on catching Kyogre. Before we get into all this masterful information, I just wanted to thank you guys for being a part of the Trainer Club, and I just want to let you guys know that I set up my Patreon to help support, because what I want to do is I want to start traveling around the United States to start playing with trainers, to start having meetups, and to start analyzing what are the best spots in America to play, and kind of mapping out the cities of when you go to a new city. Let's say you're going to be like coming to Chicago, you know how I did the top 3 places in Chicago, or maybe you're going to Los Angeles, or maybe you're going to New York. This is what I want to do. So I set up my Patreon, and any pledge helps, because I really want to start traveling, start connecting with you guys, grow my ability to be able to be with you guys, have meetups. The meetups are so fun. It's nice and awesome to just connect with each one of you guys. So this is my goal. I want to start traveling towards the end of this year to meet you guys, do this full time. So if you guys would be so kind and pledge anything that you would feel comfortable with on a monthly basis, that would be super awesome, so that we can start making this happen. I can start coming out, playing with you guys, teaching you, we can raid together and do everything else. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that has considered this or does do this. We will start making honorable mentions in my videos for those people that do support me already. And of course, guess what? We're gonna get into that Kyogre excellent throw tutorial. Before we get started, I just wanna let you guys know that I put out the full Raid Boss guide. If you need it, make sure to check out up here so that you can make sure you have your party stacked, because Kyogre is not an easy one to take down, especially because 2 of his specials are super powerful, especially the Blizzard, but also the Hydro Pump is a very powerful special, regardless of what Pokemon you're using. So the 100% IVs, level 20, non-weather boosted, is gonna be 2351. And then for boosted under rainy conditions, it's going to be a 2939 at level 25. So those are the 2 100% IVs to look out for. So let's get right into it and let's start breaking down these excellent throws. So the excellent throws, what you have to realize, there's a couple stages, just as everyone. Number 1, you have to set the ball. So you have to hold down on the ball with your finger, let the circle start resizing. You want to watch his attack and see how long the circle disappears on the screen for and then re-pops back up, because that's going to get you in the mode of, okay, when do I have to release the ball to beat the timing of the attack? So the next step is getting down the timing. So he goes and he does his attack, he rears up. Right as he dips down, like right before he gets down, you're going to want to be releasing the ball. So you pick it up right before you're starting to throw it. As soon as he dips down, you huck the ball at him, and that's gonna help you time it. And then you're gonna want to know what size circle you are going to throw it at. If you cannot hit those little small excellent throws every single time, what you're gonna wanna do is probably go for like a smaller grate or a medium-sized grate. Each downsize of the circle is going to give you a slightly higher percentage to be able to catch him. Although it doesn't get too high, it is a slightly better percentage, but it's better to hit a medium-sized grate than miss on half of the excellent throws. So once you have that circle size set, you have the attack animation down, you know when to throw it. Now it's just about getting to the consistency part, meaning you're gonna have to throw in the consistent manner and memorize where on the screen you are going to throw it at. So the first one we're gonna do, we are going to break down it on the regular screen in the middle. The second and third ones we're gonna slow down is gonna be on either side, which is when I am going to recommend that if you have an iPhone 10 especially the longer ones, right? And some of the galaxies, I'm not sure what the names are, but the ones with the edge on them, that is going to be what you're going to want to do if you want to hit these excellent throws. It's pretty hard to do it when he's in the middle. I've thrown a couple of them and it's like this really weird, like super up in the corner. If you do any type of mishap with your finger, it really does not go too well. So what I would do if I was you guys, I would really start practicing the excellent throws when he is on either side, whichever side is most comfortable for you, and then you go ahead and throw it. So if you're normally throwing in a counterclockwise direction, you're going to want to throw it to the left. If you are throwing in a clockwise direction, you are going to want to throw it in the right. If you can do both, then you can go after either of them. But for starters, make sure to just pick one and master that, whether it be in the center if you have a regular size phone, or even if you have the 10 or the also Edge or whatever it is, the long Android, make sure to throw it in the middle if you've already mastered that, you feel comfortable. If it's too far, it's not going too well, it's like you're missing him every time, master it on the sides, because then you get the full middle of the screen to huck the ball up, and then it will curve over and hit it on the side. So here we go, up close, slow down, exactly what you need to know to hit these Kyogre excellent throws every single time right now. Here we go, guys, the Kyogre excellent throws up close, so we can master this excellent throw. So the first thing we do as always is set the circle, meaning we're going to hold down the ball in the dock until we get the Kyogre to do his attack. Look how he does his attack and then his circle pops up. So we're going to watch this one more time in slow motion so that you can know what's going on. So boom, he comes down and then he pops up. And the reason we do this is because we want to make sure that we do not get our ball batted away when we are throwing at him. That's a big key to getting excellent throws. Notice right here, this is exactly where I would probably start releasing your ball when you're throwing at Kyogre, because this is going to time it perfectly so that you do not get your ball batted away. So we're going to check out two different things right now. So here is the first one. So notice that the ball starts going. It's pretty good timing. It's not the best. Here's it is in slow motion so you can check this out. Watch the ball. Boom, and then the circle pops up. So there is a better way for us to do this, because if he were to do a second attack, we would have gotten our ball hit. So here is the second one. Notice he is going to do a second attack on this throw. Check it out. Here it goes. It hits him right there, and then boom, he starts to go up a little bit because he was going to double attack, meaning that he can get 2 attacks in a row, but there is a little bit of space. Notice the difference here. The right one is going to be timed right. Look at that one. Boom, you hit him. Boom, and then that second attack is coming on the right. So that is really what we are focusing on. We want to make sure that we maximize. So if you're looking for the great throw, this is about the edge, the biggest great throw that you can get. If you're looking for an excellent throw, this is about the biggest excellent throw you can get on the Kyogre. You can obviously go smaller on both of those, but you have to do what you feel most comfortable with. So now we're going to get down on this excellent throw every single time to make sure that you know exactly how I throw it, where my release point is, and everything like that. So Kyogre is going to attack. After he starts attacking, we then pick the ball up. And we have to release the ball before he is done attacking. When we release the ball before he's done attacking, notice this is the one that he was going to do his second attack on. So I'm going to show you with the circles exactly where I put my ball. So I'm going to go up, down, and then release. If you get this one down just like this, you will have a masterful time catching Kyogre, because not only are you going to be raiding with your best friends like I recommended, you're going to be able to have a lot of excellent throws hitting this Pokemon every single time. So here we go. This is the up point right here. Just take note of Kyogre in the background through each of these stages and where he's coming. So this is the first down point, second point around in the circle. Now we are at the top point, the second time up top. And the reason why I'll either make 3 or 4 circles, it just depends if I need a little bit more time or if I need a little bit less time to throw it on the Kyogre. So here we go at the top again. And then we are going to be coming around, which is going to be the bottom right before the release. Notice the bottom release is always in the corner like that because I need a little bit more speed. And then here is the release point. The release point is then going to put and catapult the ball all the way up into that excellent throw. It's going to hit him right there, right before he boomed. The second attack was coming right there, if you noticed. So that is my goal every time. I want to time it perfectly. You'll notice sometimes you don't time it perfectly. That second attack will come. You don't hit that window, and he will headbutt your ball away. So if you do it perfectly, just like we have been here. You will not get your ball headbutted away. You will be able to hit him every time, and you will be able to maximize on the amount of balls that you get every time. That is how you do it in the middle. Make sure to take your time. Make sure to rewatch this video and share it with anybody that is having troubles. I know that the Kyogres are the hard guys to catch, and I want to make sure that you guys can get as many as you can, and you're prepped when you see a good one, which means I would suggest raiding with best friends every single time, because it is going to help you get that +4 balls. That is huge on a Pokemon that is challenging. So next, we're going to break down on the right and the left side of the screen to make sure for those long screen phones that you can throw those excellent throws. So let's go. Here we go, my trainer club. So everybody that is throwing in a counterclockwise direction is going to be wanting to throw at the left side of the screen. So here we go. We are going to pick the ball up. We are going to wind that ball, and then we are going to release it. And if we release it properly, he will not be able to do that second attack. We will be able to then curve the ball into the center of the Kyogre. So notice when I'm doing this circle, I am focused on the left side of the screen, and then I throw it, and the throw is approximately in the middle. This doesn't have to be exactly how you do it. This is just how I do it when I am on the side. So I'm going to pick the ball up. Here is going to be the top. This is the first top, and then we're going to go on our way down. Notice where the Kyogre is in the background. Here's the down point. The Kyogre is starting to hit the top, and then he's going to start coming down. Here is the second top point. So we are making our way down. Notice as the ball starts going down, there we go. We have the Kyogre that is almost in the position of where I want to release it. I feel like I need to do one more quick circle. So he's almost at the bottom. It's in between that middle and the bottom, ideally where you want to release it, or right as he hits the bottom. So he is hitting the bottom right now. I am going to throw it so that here is the release point, because I want to be able to hit him efficiently so that we make sure that we hit the Kyogre every time. He doesn't have the chance to bat the ball away. There's the circle popping up. He's coming right back up. So that was pretty good timing. Could be just a tad bit better. And then here is going to be for the people that are throwing in a clockwise direction. So the clockwise direction is going to be great for you to throw here in the right corner for the big phone screen. So here we go, winding up, and then we go ahead and release it. So this one could definitely be timed a little bit better. If you want to see the best timing, use the timing from my screen on the center throw. The center throw was the best timing because he was about to do a second attack. So he is on his way up, and here we go, down, up, down, up, down, up, and out. There you go. Notice how I arc the ball a little bit more to the center of the screen on both of these throws. If you need to rewatch this, please do. So here we go. We are picking it up. Here's the top. Notice how the Kyogre is already on his way down, so I'm a little late on my throw right here. It probably would have been good if I were to only do 2 spins of my ball full circle and then released it. That would have been perfect timing. But sometimes I get into the habit of doing that 3 spin with the ball before I get my curveball release. So here we go down. Then we're going to go up one more time. This would be perfect to release right there. Here's the up, and then we go down one more time. The Kyogre is already starting to come up, so I really hucked this one pretty quick. I knew I was a little bit late in the cycle. Thankfully, he was not going to do a second attack back to back, and here is the release point. So this is where you're going to release it if you are following my instructions exactly. But most importantly, focus on the timing, get it down, catch that Kyogre. All right, everyone, that is it. Make sure to have your raid party set up. Make sure to go in with your best friends to get those extra balls, and make sure to take your time, have this video down, make sure it's in your mind, you're ready to go, you know exactly what you're doing, and then just feel it with your finger, get in tune with your fingers to be able to memorize and that motor action of where to release every single time. I would say that is probably the biggest thing that takes time to get down, is just doing it over and over and over again in the same exact manner to make sure that you have that consistent throw and release point down. So make sure to get out there, have fun, get those shiny Kyogres, and of course, get good ones, because Kyogre is a beast. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I will see you out on that next video. Peace.